Christmas in New York is an animated feature film from 2005. This is directed by Orlando Corradi. It's written by Loris Peota and Clelia Castaldo, and I apologise if I've mispronounced any of those names. And it's not a good film for several different reasons. It's about a young boy who lives in the jungle, and he wants to go to New York City to deliver a letter to Santa. As a concept, I don't necessarily hate it, but I feel like the narrative is very poorly written, and it's all about his journey in New York City with his animal friends trying to find Santa Claus. It took a little while to get going, but once it got going, I guess it was fine with this boy exploring New York City, meeting all of these different people. It was okay eventually. However, there are several other reasons why it's not great. The animation style sometimes is okay, sometimes really, really isn't. The quality is very mixed. The voice acting, again, is sometimes fine and is sometimes really, really bad. And I'm really easily pleased. I can probably count on one hand the amount of times that I've said voice acting in a film is not good, because I'm really easily pleased. And yeah, there were times when it really wasn't good. The dialogue, again, sometimes okay, sometimes really terrible. So there were times when it's okay. Thankfully, that meant it was, I guess, just watchable. But there were times when it was absolutely horrendous. Does it have the Christmas magic? I will say credit where it's due. There are times when it does have quite a nice amount of Christmas magic. It has a nice Christmassy feel to it in certain parts. So there are some aspects of Christmas in New York that are okay, but in general, the animation isn't good, the voice acting is often not good, the dialogue is terrible, the narrative is poorly thought out, but there are some okay moments. And also, not just the voice acting being bad at times, but also the voices, at least in my opinion, don't suit certain characters. And that's not the end of the world, but there were certain characters, I didn't write any of them down, so I can't name them off the top of my head, but there were times when characters would speak and all I could think of is, that voice doesn't match that character. And that might be more of a personal opinion than a problem with the film. Other people might think the voices suit the characters, and if that's the case, that's fine. But all of that being said, I still don't recommend it unless you're in a mood for a terrible film. And sometimes watching a terrible film can be a really fun experience. You watch it with your friends, you laugh at how bad it is. That can actually be really enjoyable. And this film could provide that experience if you're in the mood for something terrible that's also Christmassy. The Christmassy aspect, as I said, credit where it's due, is not too bad. But unfortunately, the rest of the film is not good. Christmas in New York is not a good film.